one of the things that you mentioned that I think is worth coming back to, and that is that with certain kinds of humor and jokes, particularly the jokes that you were talking about with those, individuals who had anomalies and things, is that they can initiate that humor. They can say that about themselves. You can't, especially if you're trying to influence their well-being, you can't initiate that humor about them and say that. Now, once they open that door and invite you, if they invite you to participate in that humor, then it's okay. But it wouldn't be you that was saying, yeah, I bet you stuck your hand out the window, whatever. Not,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean.
Well, a perfect example, I can walk up behind any bald-headed guy in the world, and I will say something while they cannot see me. Oh, there's a guy with the best looking hairdo in the building. And they all turn around with this look like, who the heck is doing? Oh, hey, buddy. And it's like instant change right there. And if a guy with full head of hair said that, wouldn't be the same reaction.
One of the things that I've just, again, shake my head sometimes. I was at a meeting and, I'm out at the rounds and there was somebody with your particular hairstyle sitting there, and a woman went by and like rubbed his head and said, wow, that's shiny. And I thought, you wouldn't be happy if he then turned around and patted your butt and say, wow, that's huge. It's like, again, unless you've been invited to participate in that kind of humor, I'm often really astounded at the things. Now, if they were best buddies, again, now you've got that rapport, you've got that trust. Teasing back and forth can be a very effective way of using humor. But if you don't have that trust and you don't have that bond, and people often tell me, oh, I love sarcasm. I love sarcasm too. But people don't know the root word of sarcasm means to tear the flesh. And it's great kind of humor when you have that rapport and you have that trust, because now it's seen as verbal banter, almost like, having a jousting match or something. But if it's somebody that you don't know, and you're using sarcasm with them, that's really an aggressive kind of humor. That's a put down humor. And if you are in a position of power, I don't recommend that.